Hi everyone, my name is Anita Ladhani. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm trying to move it so that you don't see the fan up on top. All right, so I'm a licensed clinical social worker and an energy practitioner, and today I want to talk to you about gaslighting. I did a video a couple nights ago about a narcissist, what a person with a narcissistic tendencies, what they do, and I talked about grooming in there. And basically, what I wasn't even familiar with was that was classic gaslighting. So let me explain what gaslighting is. Gaslighting, the term comes from the 1944 movie called, I think it was called Gaslight. And basically, it's emotional, psychological abuse. It's warfare. The person who gaslights basically does it in a slow, calculative way. What are some of the things that that are gaslighting? What do they do? Well, a person who is, usually they tend to be either a narcissist, sociopath, or a psychopath. What's the difference? A narcissist is someone who just thinks they are God's gift to humanity. Okay, they have an overly exaggerated sense of self, and they basically will use, they'll manipulate and they'll lie and they'll do anything as far as they're getting a benefit. Sociopath is actually someone who has no remorse, no shame. It's an actual personality disorder in the DSM V, and it's diagnosable. But the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath is that a psychopath will resort to violence and harmful, violent social behavior. So the serial killers are psychopaths. A sociopath, it could be someone charming. A narcissist could be a sociopath. Also, sociopaths and narcissists usually don't apologize. So after my last video, a couple of my friends were messaging me going, "Oh my God, is my boyfriend a sociopath?" etc., etc., or a narcissist. But the difference is that sociopaths and narcissists will usually not apologize, and if they do, it's half-assed and they don't mean it. They usually will only apologize if they're caught red-handed, or if they're, if there's something to be gained from there. But otherwise, they usually will deny it. Now, what is gaslighting? Gaslighting is someone who basically lies. They break you down by calling you names, making you think you're crazy, literally isolating you from your friends and family, criticizing your looks, criticizing if whatever's important to you. So if it's your kids, they'll literally say stuff like, you should never have kids. You're not a good mother. You're really worthless. You're really stupid. I don't know why you have any friends. And they will literally lie to you straight up. So they will do something, and when you confront them about it, they'll completely flat out deny that they ever did that. It makes you wonder if you're losing your sense of sanity, because normal people don't lie as blatantly as a sociopath does. They will deny, they will lie, they will use whatever's important to you against you. But they're also very manipulative, and once in a while they'll throw in a little kindness. They'll be nice to you. They'll throw in a compliment, which will just confuse you, because then you'll think, oh, he's not really that bad. Oh, there's hope. It's going to get better. But it's not going to get better. That's literally they're doing that just to reel you back in. So they're doing that to confuse you. Simple as that. They will also do something called projecting. So I talked about, what they'll do is, like, if they're cheating on you, they'll accuse you of cheating on them. And when you deny it, they'll straight out call you a liar. They'll call you names. You constantly, with someone who gaslights, you constantly feel like you're on the defensive. You constantly feel guilty. And when you actually sit and think about it, you haven't done anything wrong, but you still feel guilty with someone who gaslights. They will straight up call you, they'll say you're crazy. They'll call you crazy to your face. They'll tell your friends, she's crazy. Look at the way she's behaving. And everyone else is a liar. So when you listen to someone who basically is, saying that everyone else is a liar, I mean, who does that, right? So what we tend to do is we tend to believe them, because we're going, well, they couldn't really lie like that. They couldn't really. So then you believe them, and you start to cut off and break off your ties and relationships with the people closest to you, what that does is it creates a complete codependency. So you are now completely dependent on this person because you've isolated all your support systems. But that is very systematic. It is a very classic power and control tactic that domestic violence abusers use. But you don't have to, domestic violence, like gaslighting, there's no physical abuse necessarily. And people confuse it. People think just because I'm not getting hit physically, they think, oh, it's not abuse. But emotional abuse, psychological abuse is sometimes worse than physical abuse. So if you're being gaslighted, okay, stop and really think. If this is ringing, if this is, resonating with you, if this is, hitting home, it's because you either have heard someone who's been in a relationship with the gaslighter, or you yourself have been in a relationship with the gaslighter. Now, understand something. This is not always a romantic relationship. You can be in a work environment and have a boss who's a gaslighter, who will criticize your work. They'll undermine you. They will just basically, you just can't do anything right. So don't doubt yourself. Sit back and look up a few, read up a few articles on gaslighting. You will start to recognize symptoms. And then notice that it's actually actions, not the words that speak louder. So notice what they're doing and not what they're saying. So if you, one of the examples was that, someone caught someone cheating and had proof of it on their phone, and the person goes, no, I didn't do that. Like straight up, like I didn't do that. How are you going to argue or even reason with someone who's straight up lying, right? You can't. So obviously you don't want to be in a relationship with someone who's gaslighting you, because it's the worst kind of abuse there is. They just basically make you think you're crazy. You lose yourself in the relationship. You lose your sense of self. You lose your any kind of normalcy that you have, and you start to think that you're not good enough. And then you even start to think that, what, at least I'm lucky that this person loves me, because as bad as I am, nobody else is going to want me. Understand that that is exactly what that person wants you to believe. Okay, whether it's in a work environment or in a relation or a friendship or a relationship, you deserve better. Nobody deserves to be treated like that. So go see a therapist. Inbox me if you need to talk to me about it. Go research about it, and then make some changes, set some boundaries. And if you are in an unhealthy relationship, whatever environment that is, get out. It's for your own sanity. It's for your own higher good. Get out. Anyways, love and light. I hope this has been helpful. Take care. God bless. Bye.